Hey folks, Lester here. I'm a Survivor is very blessed in that we get about 1,000 new followers every day. The downfall to that is that sometimes we move so fast in our videos that people can't really catch up with who's who. Every once in a while, we'll stop and kind of take a break and backtrack a little bit and remind you guys of who all the animals are, what a little bit of their backstory is, and kind of catch you up on who's who and what's what. Today we're going to spend just a couple of minutes and do that before we get on with our actual video. This is Carl. He's a rescue. He's been with us for almost a year. This is Wanda. She wears a blue band. She's also a rescue. She's been with us for about 6 months. This is Debbie, and that's Tina. They are not rescues. We bought them at the same place that we rescued Wanda. These babies are the offspring of Carl and Debbie. There's 3 babies. There's 2 males and 1 female. We will keep the 2 males. 1 male will become a partner to Tina. The other male will become a partner to Wanda. There's no relation. Carl will remain a partner to Debbie. We're not going to have any more eggs. Well, we're going to have eggs. We're not going to hatch any more eggs. The little female ostrich, we're going to send her to a friend of ours. They're the Arms family, and they live in Oklahoma. They have a homestead. They will not be eating their ostrich. She'll instead be raised with their goats and will become their protector. This is Ivy. She's a rescue. She's been living here for about 3 years. This is Bucky. Bucky's. He's a rescue. He's blind in his right eye. This is Voodoo. He's also a rescue. Behind Bucky's is Donkey Dan, a rescue. All right, the last of our equine over here at I'm a Survivor would be our sweet Imogene. This is Imogene. She was the lone surviving donkey from the horrific flood of Hurricane Harvey. She was born and raised here, and Imogene is the namesake behind I'm a Survivor Donkey and Farm Animal Rescue and Sanctuary. Imogene is not pregnant. She's just a little heavy in the middle. Donkey Dan is not intact. He can flirt. He can play. That's about as far as it goes with these 2. These are our littles. We call them littles because they are our short-legged animals. They all live in different pastures than the bigs who live out back. This is Pig Trudy. She's a rescue. She's a feral hog whose mom passed away when she was only 3 days old. This is Ringo. Stop. That was our big galoot named Brady. Let me have this. Ringo's a rescue. Brady's a rescue. This is Shirley. Hold on. I need to work here. I need to work here, Brady. Ringo, move. I'm trying to work. Okay. Hold on a second. Move, sir. No, Brady. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you, Ringo. All right, let's go to the barn. Go to the barn. Go to the barn. Go to the barn. Thank you, Ringo. Take me to the barn. That's Cornholio. He's a rescue. This is Peggy Pig. She's the daughter to Patty, one of the surviving farm animals from Hurricane Harvey. This is Pig Newton. He's the grandson to Patty. He's the son to Peggy Pig. He was born here. These 2 were both born here at I'm a Survivor. This is Pebble. She's our lead female goat. She was born here at I'm a Survivor. That's Tiny Tim. He's a rescue. Today's oatmeal day, and the pigs can tell it. Oatmeal day is normally reserved for our pigs, but the problem is a lot of other babies like to have their shot at a bite of oatmeal. Come on, Timmy. Mama will scare everybody else off with the water hose. so as the pigs can eat. Cornholio, that's not for you. Cornholio, that's not for you. Some animals are not bothered by water. Oh, Timmy. Here at I'm a Survivor, we have 9 goats. We have 5 pigs. We have 4 adult ostriches, 3 baby ostriches. We have 2 horses, 3 donkeys, 2 cows. That's my favorite goat, Sissy. This big guy over here, his name is Copper. Hey Copper, you ready to eat? He sometimes forgets what time we eat dinner. He's too busy napping in his favorite pond. Come on, Sissy. All 3 of these babies were born and even bottle fed here at I'm a Survivor. The one with the most colors is named Sissy. This here is a little fella named Chip. This here is Roxy. They're 3 really good friends. As you can tell, they like to play together. This is my favorite girl over here, though. This is Pebbles. She's so special, she gets to wear a bell. Right, baby? She was also a bottled baby, which means that she lived right on our front porch with her partner, Bam Bam. Her partner passed away at a pretty young age. And this little girl here even broke her leg when she was just a baby. She's healed up just fine. That's the oldest goat here on the property. That's the old nanny goat. We call her the ONG. We have to be careful with Copper. We don't like when he comes around during feed time because he can be real grouchy. You don't want to get in Copper's way when it's time to eat. This is our watering station. It's where everybody comes to cool off. Get a drink of water. That belonged to Tiny Tim. I gave it to Tiny Tim. This is Gray Goose. She's the leader of all of our geese. These are all of her followers. The alpacas' names are Annie and Ernie. Annie is a rescue. She comes from a deer ranch where she had to be caught and brought to I'm a Survivor. Ernie, we bought. We acquired him to be a partner for Annie. Oh, this is my Shirley, my sweet Shirley. Shirley's been around for a very long time, and she's been the star of a couple of viral videos. You might remember Goats on a Jeep. That would have been my Shirley. Or we have one called Back It Up Shirley. That would be her. Back it up, Shirley. For the most part, all of our babies get along real well. We try to keep anyone separated who doesn't get along with others. One of the missions of the sanctuary is to offer a forever home, a happy forever home, so the babies can live out their lives in peace and harmony and tranquility. We try to make that a mission, and we have to sometimes adjust to make that happen, to make it possible. But for the most part, we're doing pretty good. That's Marcia. Even though she doesn't always admit it. That's Cornholio's special girl. As you can see, he likes to flex every time she passes by. But in typical girl fashion, she just seems to not even notice. So what does every man do? You try, and you try, and you try again. This here is Moo, and that's his little friend Annabelle. So Annabelle is fairly new to the sanctuary. Come on, sweet girl. We've been keeping a close eye on her. Moo has been here for about 3 years, and he's doing really, really good. But he lost some of his longhorn friends recently. We had to move them to a new property, and Moo needed a buddy. Hence, we got our sweet Annabelle. Anna, come on, Anna. Here, Anna, come here, baby. Here. There you go, love. She is trying to befriend Moo. But so I sometimes joke that he's just a big galoot. And he doesn't realize what he got until it's gone. But she's going to be a good partner for him. And when I say partner, we don't mean a breeding partner. Moo is a steer, which means he's no longer intact. He will always be in the friend zone. And that's just the way she likes it. That's our friend Pablo. Pablo's a duck. We don't know where Pablo came from. We have a feeling that someone just dropped him off. But he's made a home here and he seems to be very happy. He lives both in the front pond, the back pond, and he even comes inside the house on quite a few occasions. Every time we leave the door open, actually. Jamie is my life partner and also the co-founder of I'm a Survivor. Her main job around here, besides the paperwork that it takes to run a nonprofit, is to also take care of all of the watering needs. Jamie is also employed full-time. She manages doctors for a living. She also runs her very own social media page, From Suits to Boots. Both of my sons, L.E. and Lex, also help out around I'm a Survivor and Longhorn Lester's. L.E. has a social media page. It's called Flip Flop Farmer. My nephew Jacob, you may know him as Shirtless Jake, is employed by I'm a Survivor. He works 5 days a week, doing most of the groundwork around the pastures. He also has a separate account on YouTube and Facebook that's called Shirtless Jake's Homestead. This is our memorial garden. It's a place where we have a stone for all the babies who we've lost over the years. A place we can come and reflect and just think about and talk about all those who have paved the way for the amazing things that are happening here now. I'm a Survivor Sanctuary is my home. I was born here and I'll eventually die here. I'll be buried in our family private cemetery right across the way. Longhorn Lester's is an additional property that we bought recently. Some of the animals that are at Longhorn Lester's are the non-rescued animals, those that we acquired but were not through a rescue. I'm a Survivor Sanctuary may have been started as a forever home to farm animals who'd been abused, abandoned, neglected, or in this case, orphaned. But what we've discovered is that all of us, every one of us, you and me, we're all survivors of something. And so we welcome you and we invite you to join along and follow along as we continue to talk about these animals and their amazing stories and encourage and invite you to share yours.